Christmas is coming up real quick, so let's switch things up and have a little bit of fun and do a holiday-themed fastest. First up, millions of children are eagerly anticipating the joy of unwrapping their Christmas presents. However, some parents are acting like the Grinch. A viral social media trend has thousands of moms placing a ban on gifting their children trendy toys and, quote, tangible presents this Christmas. One parent sums it up this way, quote, at the end of the day, it's all just junk. So instead of toys, the kids are gifted educational or fun experiences, like tickets to a local museum or a trip to Disneyland. Disneyland seems fun to me, though, but Dana, do you know parents that are doing this?
I'm not a parent, so I really don't know if I can weigh in.
But you give to kids?
Yeah. Well, Disneyland seems, that seems like very whimsical, and that sounds like a fun thing to do. And if I was a kid and I got a trip to Disneyland, I'd probably be very excited about that. I also think that I'm not judging anybody. Do whatever you want with your kids. I thought it was pretty interesting that the main gift that kids were asking for this year were Robux. Not actual money.
Yeah.
But this digital money that kids can spend in the Robux store. Roblox, is that where your kids go? And they buy things for virtual money. Anyway, I don't really understand it, and I don't think Sam Bankman-Fried is in charge of it. But that's what they want. So that's not actually tangible, right? In our minds, that's not tangible, but to the kids,
it feels real.
It is. And also, I think, why not get them a whole bunch of toys? And if it's just junk anyway, throw it out. Or give it away to somebody who needs it.
That's a good idea. Jesse, are the twins are in the Roblox world?
Yeah, but I'm going to just get them tickets to the Met for Christmas.
That'll go over super well.
And Dana, I am judging these parents.
Okay.
I'm judging them harshly.
Okay.
Judge, you probably would agree legally you can charge these parents with child abuse.
Neglect at best.
Neglect. They're either cheap or liberal. The whole point of Christmas morning is the physical unwrapping of the gifts.
Yeah.
It's the ripping of the wrapping paper, the surprise on their faces, the creation of the piles. That's the experience of it. You don't want to get an experience. You want to experience the experience of unwrapping a physical gift.
Right.
And any parent that doesn't understand that is stupid. And so we're going to bring them up on some serious charges, Judge.
What about unwrapping a tie like this beauty?
Right. This was from our gift exchange from the taping of the 5 special. This is a gut-filled tie. Hopefully I'm not
let it go.
adding to his bank account by having this, but I wear it proudly, and it looks good.
The primetime
It
one.
looks fantastic.
Yeah, the primetime one, we're working on this.
Judge, what are you getting your grandson?
Well, first of all, I want to say a few things about Christmas gifts. I remember Christmas Eve as being the worst night of the year. You know why? After the kids went
Too
to
much
bed.
fish.
No, I did all the cooking. That's true. I was exhausted. But after that, the kids went to bed, and we had to put together the games, the train, the whatever
kitchen.
it was, and all night long so that we could put it in front of the Christmas tree in the morning.
Yeah.
But, you know, sometimes I think that we buy things for our kids that are so over the top and so ridiculous because it's almost about, like, self-guilt. Like, if we're not as good a parent if we don't spend that much money. So I kind of look at this a different way, Jesse. I kind of look at it as, you know, maybe we've kind of overdone some stuff, maybe a little educational stuff, maybe this, that, but obviously put the boxes in the middle of it. But you know, kids are happy. You know, my grandson in the end will probably get a pot out of the cabinet and play with it. But no, I got them all kinds of things.
Well, that is true. You can spend hundreds of dollars on these expensive gifts, and then you give the kid like a stick or like a ball for $2, and they love it.
Yeah, that's all you need. I thought my parents were a lot more harsh than these ones. This woman who wrote the article said that she takes the kids skiing to Big Bear or goes to Disney World. We didn't have Disney World.
That's so nice. Yeah.
I know. I used to beg to go to Disney World, and my dad would say, look in the Viewmaster at your Disney World discs. You remember those Viewmasters?
Yes.
We'd look at the pictures at Disney World. That's all I had as a kid. And I used to give my kids, this is the best gift, whenever I was on the road, my hotel keys. I would come home and I'd give each a credit card. I'd say, here's a credit card. And they would play, you know, with the credit card, and they would pretend they were in a store. So when
you're at the front desk checking in, you're like, I'll need 2 keys.
Yeah, no, I just walk out of the hotel with my 2 keys. And I would give them to my kids, and it was a great gift.
Good idea.
He's a mean dad, though.
Yeah.
It works.
In a good way.
It works. I mean, when I was a kid, I remember my teacher in 2nd grade said, you can bring in for show and tell 1 gift, but only 1 gift. And all the kids were like, only 1? And I was like, I only got 1.
They get?
I got 1.
All right, up next, it is nearly impossible to avoid the holiday sweets your coworkers bring into the office. You could hear the judge. She's definitely not guilty of this. The sugary temptations can blow up your diet plans and create strange office moments if no one wants to eat your homemade pecan pie. So allow me to tempt everyone at the table with these delicious cookies.
It's been an entire day of cookies.
A very fat
Cookies
day.
and cakes.
Are you getting in?
No, I have one of those in the middle.
Oh, okay, she'll have one of those.
What is this?
They're little mini cupcakes. Have you guys been eating a lot at the office?
Well, there's a really nice young man who works for the Gutfeld exclamation point show named Andre, and he brought in treats that his mother made that were like a pretzel, Chex Mix, yogurt concoction, and in a cute little bag, and he was giving it out. And I have to say, I thanked him profusely, and then I gave it to my assistant and made her eat it.
And made her eat it?
Calories.
Incredible discipline, Dana.
I have to. I'm only 5 feet tall.
Well, I'm no giant, and I just keep eating.
Tom, do you find people are home baking? I feel like I don't see that much anymore.
They don't stop baking. There's 3 women in my house. They're always baking cookies and doing everything else. But I'm not people always think I have like willpower or something. I'm just not that into little treats and things like that. My wife is like, she'll always get a dessert and she'll be like, you want a bite? And I'll be like, oh, I'll have some later. And she's like, it's not going to be a later.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, this
is your time.
Never.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think that.
I like it when people bring things into the office, so it's very, very communal.
Yes.
It's like a dorm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we share food. It's good.
Oh, good.
So
I'll come
good,
back to you when you're done with that bite. Jesse, have you been overeating at the office?
No, I only have one thing.
Per day?
Yeah, to be nice. I don't want to be rude. If someone puts out something and I'm on camera, I'll have
And you're on.
one cookie.
You're very good at
I'm
that.
not going behind the scenes stuffing
You're
myself.
very good at that. But will you try that candy cane cookie and tell me if it's any good?
The candy
The
cane
red and
cookie?
white one right there?
This one right
Yeah,
here?
that looks
Well,
good.
then this is
They're all
good too.
flavored
Now
the
I've had
same.
2.
The mini cupcake is fresh and delicious.
Good one?
are really
That's a
good.
good one.
That big cookie looks
Are you
good.
eating vicariously through me?
Yes.
I'll have another
I often
bite.
do that. That's so funny. And no one has ever caught me out on that. But yes, that's true.
Let alone on
I just want to
television.
smell it.
Okay. One more. Nobody wants a Christmas cold, but unfortunately, it's that time of the year. On average, adults report getting sick 3 times a year, but surprisingly, 3 out of 4 people secretly enjoy the opportunity to take a break and
Insane.
Insane.
Last year at Christmas, on the 23rd, we had all these tapings. It was the first year doing the 2 shows, America's Newsroom and then the 5. And I was so looking forward to that break. And Percy was a tiny puppy, and I was going to have a whole week off. And on the 23rd, I didn't feel great. The 24th, it was COVID. And I was so sick until January 3rd, and I came back to the office. So I honestly feel the healthiest I have felt all year right now. And I know I'm living on borrowed time because every time you turn around, somebody in this place is sick because people come to the work. It's all across the country. People are dealing with it, and I'm just really hopeful I could get that week before it catches me.
Well, think about it. You're going away next week. You got a chance. You'd
I got
be
a
on an
chance.
airplane.
I really got a chance. I'm like trying not to do anything, but I'm not going to wear a mask because it doesn't work anyway.
Yeah.
Have you gotten? I feel like you're not sick.
I don't get sick, but I take personal days. If I feel tired, I'll take a personal day. But I don't get sick.
That's why you don't get sick, Jesse.
That's why I don't get
you
sick.
Take care of yourself.
I
respect
preemptively.
his body.
You know what? You're right.
Yes, I know
I
what
have
it
a
is.
lot of self-respect for myself.
I feel like you're pretty healthy. You're always eating fruit.
Always.
I'm getting a really good reputation here.
Just from the A block. B block will be a lot worse.
Yeah, no, I do drink a lot, and there's other things I do.
I used to power through. So you can't do that
me
anymore.
too.
No.
I would do the Dayquil medicine. I'd come to work anyway, and I just would try to pretend I wasn't sick. I'm not a very good, my wife is a real caretaker, and I look at sickness as a sign of weakness. So
Me
it's
too.
not a good match.
Me too.
So I'm home, and then every 5 minutes, she's like, how are you? Do you feel? I'm like, I'm fine. Like, I react with anger.
That's how I was last year when my mom would send me a text. So I'm checking in. I'm like, I'm fine, even though I really wasn't that fine. But I'm actually, this is a bad thing about me. If Peter ever says, I feel like I'm coming down with something, my first reaction every time is, I hope I don't get it.
Yeah. Get away
That's
from me.
rude, right?
I agree with you, though. If I see other people sick, I think they're weak. But then when I get sick, I'm like, oh, take care of me, please.
Man flu. Judge, what are you? You don't,
get sick.
No.
I feel like you're here all the time.
No, I don't get sick. I mean, it's very rare. And when I was reading, most people average 3 sicknesses a year. I thought to myself, I don't do that at all. But I have to tell you, when you start feeling weak and then you eat sugar, that's the worst thing you can do because sugar is, it weakens you.
Oh.
And I pretty much know what to do. I'll make my own chicken soup. I make great chicken soup, and then it's over. That's it. I'm not sick.
Have you seen these new things they have? I haven't needed to use one yet, but I have them just in case. It's like the shower steamer thing of like Vicks Vapor Rub, but it's in a shower steamer. So in the shower, you put it in there, and the steam makes it all get up in your sinuses so that you can get better.
I put my face over the kettle in the morning.
Little schwitz.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Kitchen. Little kitchen
Look at your
schwitz.
skin; it's amazing.
Wow.
I do think I like emergency.
I
I think that
I
helps.
don't.
Okay.
But you know what?
Sorry, I shared. Up next, the White House now claims
on it. I remember. I used to take it all the time.
Whatever. Don't do it, people at home.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.